again to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I am going to discuss the part 2 of HIV infection. So before anything else, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I just want to continue my discussion of HIV infection. So there are three types of stages of HIV infections, which are acute HIV infection, chronic HIV infection, and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. There is no cure for HIV, but treatment with HIV medicines called antiretroviral therapy or ART can slow or prevent HIV from advancing from one stage to the next. HIV medicines help people with HIV live longer, healthier lives. One of the main goals of ART is to reduce a person's viral load to an undetectable level. An undetectable viral load means that the level of HIV in the blood is too low to be detected by a viral load test. People with HIV who maintain an undetectable viral load have effectively no risk of transmitting HIV to their HIV-negative partner through sex. So the first stage is acute HIV infection. People have a large amount of HIV in their blood. They are very contagious. Some people have flu-like symptoms. This is the body's natural response to infection. But some people may not feel sick right away or at all. If you have flu-like symptoms and think you may have been exposed to HIV, seek medical care and ask for a test to diagnose acute infection. Only antigen or antibody tests or nucleic acid test or NATs can diagnose acute infection. So, acute HIV infection is the earliest stage of HIV infection, and it generally develops with 2 to 4 weeks after infection with HIV. During this stage, some people have flu-like symptoms such as fever, headache, and rash. In this acute stage of infection, HIV multiples rapidly and spreads throughout the body. The virus attacks and destroys the infection-fighting CD4 cells or CD4 lymphocyte of the immune system. During the acute HIV infection stage, the level of HIV in the blood is very high, which is generally increase the risk of HIV transmission. A person may experience significant health benefits if they start ART during this stage. So, the second one is chronic HIV infection. This stage is also called asymptomatic HIV infection or clinical latency. HIV is still active but reproduced at very low levels. People may not have any symptoms or get sick during this phase. Without taking HIV medicine, this period may last a decade or longer, but some may progress faster. People can transmit HIV in this phase. At the end of this phase, the amount of HIV, the blood called viral load, goes up and the CD4 cell count goes down. The person may have symptoms as the virus levels increase in the body and the person moves into stage 3. People who have taken HIV medicine as prescribed may never move into stage 3. The second stage of HIV infection is chronic HIV infection, also called asymptomatic HIV infection or clinical latency. During this stage, HIV continues to multiply in the body, but at a very low levels. People with chronic HIV infection may not have any HIV-related symptoms. Without ART, chronic HIV infection usually advances to AIDS in 10 years or longer, though in some people it may advance faster. People who have taken ART may be in this stage for several decades, while while it is still possible to transmit HIV to others during this stage. People who take ART exactly as prescribed and maintain an undetectable viral load have effectively no risk of transmitting HIV to an HIV-negative partner through sex. So, the last stage is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, or the AIDS, the most severe phase of HIV infection. People with AIDS have much badly damaged immune system that they get an increasing number of severe illnesses called opportunistic infections. People receive an AIDS diagnosis when their CD4 cell count drops below 200 cells or millimeter, or if they have developed certain opportunistic infections. People with AIDS can have a high viral load and be very infectious. Without treatment, people with AIDS typically survive about 3 years. AIDS is the final, most severe stage of HIV infection because HIV has severely damaged the immune system. The body cannot fight off opportunistic infections. Opportunistic infections are infections and infection-related cancers that occur more frequently or are more severe in people with weakened immune systems than in people with healthy immune systems. People with HIV are diagnosed with AIDS if they have a CD4 count or less than 20 cells or millimeter, or if they have certain opportunistic infections. Once a person is diagnosed with AIDS, they can have a high viral load, are able to transmit HIV to others very easily. So without treatment, people with AIDS typically survive about 3 years. So that is my vlog today. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.